this started popping up like on Twitter, I don't know, a half hour ago, maybe a little longer. But it wasn't until the former president sent out this notice that anyone even knew about it. By way of example, and to lift the veil a little bit, our big station, our NBC-owned station in South Florida, WTVJ, NBC6 Miami, this isn't a big part of its coverage yet. Our local station in Palm Beach County, PTV in West Palm, has a crew on the way. So the breaking of the news today came from the former president himself. And as a result, he's able to write at least the first draft of the narrative of this.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I actually did see some dribs and drabs on Twitter, as you suggested.
Too, yeah. Nothing confirmable at the time.
I take all of that with a grain of salt until I see it from a confirmed source. But I would believe if the former president is trumpeting a raid on his estate, he would not be doing so unless that was the truth, because otherwise that's quite an admission. So can you think of other avenues for the FBI to be exploring here? I mean, let's think of the moment. The former president is not wrong that this is somewhat extraordinary. The FBI sent to the at least part-time home, I guess the legal home because he votes in Florida, of a former president is not something I can remember happening. Didn't happen during Nixon that I remember. Yeah, what's interesting, Shep, is that what I think all the attention has been recently is regarding this fake electors scheme. And, you know, there had been some testimony in the grand jury by some of Vice President Pence's former aides. So it really looked like, you know, the Justice Department's focus on the former president was related to that scheme. It's hard for us to know, but it doesn't appear obvious that records of that scheme or related to that scheme would be at Mar-A-Lago. However, if they have a cooperator might have told them that, you know, he or she had seen records there and, you know, knew that records were there. And generally, if a court has, for example, evidence from a cooperator corroborated in some way, you know, that they saw records there in the recent past, people tend to keep records for a long period of time. And on that basis, sometimes the judge will issue a warrant. So I think we really don't know. There's a lot to learn. But it's a serious matter, and I think that should be apparent to everyone listening to this and watching this, that if your home is searched by the FBI, you're in big trouble.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.